Welcome to Some Say I'm Gifted, where we teach you the magic of walking in your spiritual gifts and how it can help you navigate this crazy life, and helping you understand that even though we're in this world, we are not of it. So take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's get real.
Hello, happy New Year's.
Hello, everyone.
Hey!
It is our New Year's episode. I'm so excited. I like New Year's. Like new beginnings, which is really funny. New Beginnings is a gay bar in Johnson City here.
Is it?
Oh, that's
Definitely.
nice.
New beginnings. I feel like that's fitting.
Yeah,
That makes sense. You know?
better than new endings. Anyways, we have a question for you guys. We give y'all a question every week. We answer it. We'd like for y'all to answer it. You can comment on whatever platform you are listening on, or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Some Say I'm Gifted, as well as emailing us at somesayimgifted@gmail.com. I feel like that was the easiest flow of it. Okay? Thank you. Okay, our question today is my bucket list item.
Wow. There's so many.
There are so many, right?
Yeah. I feel like there's just so many cool things to experience in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but look at it this way: New Year. What are you going to do this year that's on your bucket list?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, the book that I am working on.
You're working on a book?
I'm working on a book. Is going to be finished. And
Around that time, yeah.
around that time. And it's gonna be great. So that is a bucket list item for me.
Awesome.
Finishing the book, getting it out there. Yeah.
Maybe we can ask about the topics
The topics for the
without giving out like characters or who it's about.
book. Yeah.
So what is the topic of the book?
It's a magical adventure of someone's life, and we're going to follow someone through their life and their
Wow.
life experiences.
Is this a real person or is it like a myth, like a fictional character?
This is a real person. This is going to be based on a true story, actually. But there's going to be a lot of magic because there's been a lot of magic in this person's life. And I hope that this can relate to a lot of other people and show just how wonderful life can be and how great God's love is for us. And there's going to be a lot of trial and error. And there's going to be a lot of things that people have to go through in order to find the light and accept the light into their heart. But yeah, it's going to be a magical adventure of someone's life based on a true story, and there's going to be so much in it that I don't even know if people are going to believe that it's real. So
That's amazing.
wait.
I'm so excited for this book.
I've read a chapter or two, and I'm
Shook.
Yes, shook to the core. Really, it's gonna be awesome.
yeah, I can't wait.
Well, I don't have a bucket list item that I'm going to complete this year, but an overall bucket list item that I have is that I want to be able to, like, go kayak camping, but, like, with my airplane. So, like, I want to put a foldable kayak in a small aircraft, take that aircraft, fly into the mountains, and then, like, kayak through rivers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she wants to take the Earth by sea and air.
At the same time.
Okay,
Lofty goals here, Morgan.
Thank
That's
you, yeah.
Fantastic.
that's awesome. I want to take my family to Italy in the next year.
Oh, wow.
That's my husband and I picked that as where we want to take all the
That's
kids.
crazy. Last year I was texting you, telling you, like, I keep seeing you in Italy.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Yes.
Yeah. I was like, I keep seeing us in
I'll
Italy.
tell you the funny reasoning behind it later, but yes, yeah, we wanted to go to Italy.
Wow.
And I'm speaking that into existence.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah, I can't wait. So.
Ooh, maybe the
exciting.
podcast can come to Italy someday.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be awesome?
Could we be like sitting on a terrace, like drinking wine in Italy?
That'd be amazing.
Pasta and bread
Oh,
and pizza.
Sounds like a dream. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
changing my bucket list item.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So
Italy.
that's what we want to do. There's a Disney cruise that takes you through Italy and lets you go like on a where you can make pizza in Italy and all this. So we were thinking about that because it's kind of an all-inclusive thing, and when you've got a family as big as ours, that's what you need. But I don't know. We'll see what we can come up with. That's our goal.
I know a Disney travel agent who actually plans those trips
Really?
for families, so let me connect you sometime.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Because Does she just do Disney or Universal too?
I don't know. I think it's just Disney.
Okay, because I'm a big Disney person. Chuck's a big Universal person.
Okay, yeah.
So I mean, both are great, I think. But I wanted the Universal has the whole Harry Potter, but Disney's getting ready to open a whole villains era,
Really?
like
Oh
a
my
whole
gosh.
villains land, and that's what I'm like.
Let's go. That's awesome.
I know,
I think
so.
it's going to be an exciting year, guys.
I do too. I think we with this podcast, and we've got other things going on, but we want to hear what y'all have
Yes.
going on as well.
Yeah.
So New Year's, everybody. Do y'all do New Year's resolutions?
We try to. We try to come up with like one thing every year that is like a goal of ours that we're gonna.
Well, resolutions really, to me, were always like letting go of something. But I don't think everybody's that way. Like this year, I'm not gonna drink that much, or I'm not gonna eat bread.
Yeah.
You
Or I'm
know,
gonna.
I'm gonna lose 30 pounds.
Right.
Like things like that.
We've tried to look at it more as like a goal oriented thing instead of
I've
like
never
letting.
looked at it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, like what are we gonna achieve?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I've always, I've never set like New Year's resolutions. I've always been of the mindset like if you are gonna change something about yourself, it doesn't require starting on a Monday
Exactly.
or
Yeah.
a new year.
Yep.
Just like if you really feel that strongly about something, you'll do it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually against New Year's resolutions because I.
Have seen them fail so much.
Yes. And then you're so hard on yourself, like by the end of January, and January is such a blah time for so many people. You know what I mean? Like, ugh.
Yes.
And it's hard on the service people. Like
Yes.
making tips off of people coming in not drinking anymore.
Yes,
That's
yes,
true.
it is. So it's I got to be honest, I don't do it. What I do is I try to by January, which is my goal every year, to try to set an outline of my schedule for the rest of the year. Like we have get-togethers called gatherings. We do one. We try to do one in the spring, and we do one in the first weekend of December every year. So we try to plan those out and see what other classes we've got.
Mountain
going on.
Gypsy gatherings.
Yeah, Mountain Gypsy
Yeah.
gatherings. But everybody's welcome. you
Yeah.
know. So we try to get those planned out and, see what classes we're teaching. But I think we're going to start doing bigger ones. And like I was talking to Morgan about this. Morgan's mom's an amazing quilter. I don't know if you've seen the other episodes and if you're watching us. There's a beautiful quilt on the back of this couch. And her mom made it.
It's insane. It's
And I
beautiful.
told Morgan, I said, at some point I would like to do a women's retreat. I mean, we could include men, but I think women would probably be more into, and I'm not being sexist. I just think if men are into it, I don't care, but I mean, they can come too. I don't care. But if your mom would teach us to make one quilt piece, like you can frame it. Like I have framed quilt pieces in my house.
Yeah, there's different styles and designs, and they're really unique, and you can pick your own fabric and all that stuff. So it could really.
We're gonna be working on that leading up to this year, or it could be the next year. But that's definitely where we're going with that.
in
so.
the plans for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. So be on the lookout, guys, for more information on that.
Yeah, but I don't I never looked at it as goals, but I guess that's more what I do. It's like I plan out what.
You schedule what your year's going to look like,
Yeah.
which you have to with the amount of kids you have and
Yeah.
schedules you have to work around.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have to work with my schedule, my husband's schedule, which is pretty 9 to 5ish. But then our ex-spouses, that's bad. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And especially when you have ex-spouses like he and I do, so you never know what to expect.
Right.
So, do you all have any New Year's traditions?
Not really. Honestly, like it's a little sad, but New Year's Eve was one of those times where everybody in my family would just go to bed before the ball dropped, so I would just sit on my couch by myself and watch it. But Eric's a lot more into New Year, so we try to just stay up and we hang out, and we usually have like a fire outside, and we'll like toast a little glass of champagne to the new year together.
Awesome.
Yeah, but that's we keep it pretty simple, pretty chill, you know.
So my family has an auction house,
Mm-hmm.
and we have the Central Illinois' largest firearm auction every New Year's Day. So New Year's Eve is spent preparing for that and having a huge party where all the people who are going to come the next day come, and we feed everybody a free meal and everybody talks shop, and it's
Oh wow! So do you go home for that?
I don't anymore. I mean, a lot of it's online now, which kind of takes away from that, because like maybe 20 people come up now when it used to be hundreds. Like 200 people would come to this thing.
Oh my gosh.
Like, or more. And yeah, so that's what I used to do, and now I go to bed promptly by 10:30.
on New Year's Eve?
No.
I did.
No.
I absolutely stay up on New Year's Eve.
I just got to see the ball drop. I'm just like,
Yeah,
let's
it's a
go.
thing. Mm-hmm. Like, even if I fall asleep, I wake up in the middle of the night, I have it saved so I can watch it. Because it's a thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's the whole thing. Yeah. My family, so Christmas, I never cared if I was married or in a relationship. At New Year's, I did not like having someone not to kiss on New Year's. I'm a weirdo. Like, listen, if we're passed out, I set alarms so that we wake up at 11:45, 11:50, 11:55. So by midnight, I'm kissing my husband.
Oh.
I'm really weird about that. Like, I don't know why.
It's important to you. You've always been that way?
Always been that way.
Wow.
Even when I was like a kid, I'd be like, I can't wait till I have a husband so I can kiss him on New Year's.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did your family ever do anything for New Year's Eve? Like, did you have New Year's Eve parties?
Yeah,
or?
but it wasn't like crazy. I mean, it was when we got older, when the kids got older. But I think it was probably crazy when we were younger. But I don't think we realized it, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, lots of parties, and we had fun, and we played and laughed, and we went to parties, and yeah, it was New Year's is such a breath of fresh air after so much holidays and rushing around and planning and blah, 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 blah.
I feel like because those first couple of months for the majority of people are slower, it's a great reset time for people where they can kind of come off the, just the ongoings of the holidays and be like, okay, I have like the next month or two where there's not going to be a whole lot of stuff going on. And I guess coming from, I live in tourist town, so like everything dies off in the winter time, like January, February, but so there's not a whole lot going on, but it's kind of nice for us because we get to just have a couple of months where we can have our weekends to ourselves, not have to worry about like things coming up, making food for holidays.
You can breathe.
I don't feel that way because as soon as January hits, January husband birthday, February son's birthday. I mean, we just boom, 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 boom. It's like one event to the other.
That's all year for you guys, though,
yeah.
right?
There's so many of us and siblings and we've got a lot going on. I mean, in between like Valentine's Day and Easter and birthday. I mean, we're pretty busy.
You're a pretty party family.
Yes. We like it. We like having big parties. And my husband grew up not having that. So I think sometimes he's like, oh, what are we doing this time? But we've changed it. Like, I know he doesn't like to have a big birthday party. So we will do something with the kids. Like, I get a cake. I make him something he likes to eat. And then when we don't have the kids, we go out of town for, like, last year, we went to Knoxville, which is not that far from here, but we just wanted to go somewhere else. We hadn't been for a while. We went out to a brewery. We played trivia. We went to a Hockey's Ice Bear game, which was really fun. It was a blast. We walked around Knoxville. We went shopping. My husband's a golfer, so we went to Top Golf. And then we were on our way back. We went by the Vans Outlet in Pigeon Forge. We stopped there on the way into Knoxville. Okay. We stopped, and then I wanted to go back by because they had a buy one get one free sale, and I wanted another pair of shoes. I was going to get my brother a pair of shoes, whatever. And we were coming back, and we went to in Gatlinburg. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, which is where Dollywood is, right? It's the Great Smoky Mountains, I live in part of the Great Smoky Mountains. Anyways, so we went to all the moonshine. My husband loves the moonshine tastings, and they're free. So you go in and you get to try like 10, and it's a shot of moonshine for free.
For free.
But if you do that at 4 places,
that's a lot of shots.
40 shots.
That's a lot of moonshine.
Yeah. Well, it's the size of a communion cup, like
okay.
a little. But it's the shot glass. That's how much a shot is. So we did that, and he was like, "I just want to stay another night. I don't want to go home." And I said, "I don't either." So we just got another room at just a random hotel in Pigeon Forge, and we went and bought a Roku at Walmart so we could, because there was a football game he wanted to watch going on. So we went and bought a Roku and set it up in the hotel room. We had DoorDash bring Chili's to us.
Oh, Chili's.
And we were in pajamas, and there's a winery there that you can get wine slushies.
Oh, I love wine slushies.
Oh my gosh, that
So we
sounds
bought
delicious.
4 of them. We're only supposed to buy one. We only supposed to have one. I was like, we've got 2 people in the car, so we could get 2 each. So we didn't want to drink and drive, right? So we put it in the car, then in the truck, then we went to the hotel. We're drinking our slushies. Here comes our food, and it It wasn't like a big fancy hotel or anything. It was just a hotel room, and we spent another night.
That sounds like a great birthday
It really
Yeah,
weekend.
but he'd already spent 2 nights in Knoxville too, so we just yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, we had a last year. He had a surgery, so he was off work for a while. But yeah, it was great, and wonderful. So, we don't get that downtime really ever. But I get so excited about the year to come, and what promises I don't know about, like new surprises and new things. You know, so. Biblically, God's word says that God's graces are new every morning. So if we take that and we apply that to the New Year's, and we speak things into existence. I want people to know also that we don't. If you're a Buddhist, if you're Hindu, if you are into crafts, we're not going to judge. We want to hear what you got to say too, baby. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I study everything, and I think I just happen to choose to follow Christ. I don't even call myself a Christian because there's a pretty dirty taste in a lot of people's mouth with that. So,
But different perspectives is always cool to see.
absolutely.
I think so. Yeah. And, your traditions and like what you guys feel, and we love to read all your comments and hear what you have to say. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Is there any New Year that sticks out more than the other? And we'll kind of start wrapping that up then. No?
I don't have a specific New Year that sticks out, but I know that there's different ages when your life kind of makes some defining changes. And I feel like 25 for me was a big
Yes.
one. I feel like some of those are standard across the board, like 25, 30,
Yeah.
big life changing numbers. And I just had my 25th a couple years ago, and that was a big one for me. So big changes. It's cool to see that.
So you feel like you start to see that at the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
I agree with
Or
you.
like the
So-
next year.
So, like, when we talk about, like, Reiki and things like that, we talk about chakras. And we know scientifically, you can debate me all you want, and that's fine. We both can be right. We both can be wrong. I don't care. But we know that when we hit certain age milestones, it opens different parts of our life up. 25 is a huge one. I'm getting ready to hit 40. I'm going into my 40th year this year. And I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
Because I know that this is going to start opening up all this more, which is like everything from above the neck, which is interesting. So I can't wait for that. But anyways, I think that New Year's is something to always look forward to. And I do think you're right. Getting through the rush of Christmas and Thanksgiving and, football is a holiday in my house. Like,
Yes.
it is, yeah.
It's a whole time. It's nice to just have something to a lot to look forward to though. After you're coming off of, this high of like seeing everyone doing all these things, you still have something to look forward to, which is a whole new year with all new opportunities and all new goals to set for yourself, And I would say like this, I'm feeling like this coming year is going to bring like a lot of change for me and my family and for like all of us, you know.
Well, 2024 was a year of truth. Like,
Yeah.
truth came out about people, whether they wanted it to or not. And, we could reference so many things with that. But there was definitely, like, I love Cat Williams. And we talked about this last night.
Yeah.
He really came out and was like, people are going to know. And they did.
Yeah.
And P. Diddy was exposed. I think that when we go back, you know how, like, I don't know, in yearbooks, I know you didn't have yearbooks, but the back of yearbooks when I was growing up, and they still do it, they put like a whole section on what went on in that year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? So, like,
It's a reflective.
yes, but it's like a whole section that from when you started school in August to when you finished it in May or June, everything that was like politically happening or entertainment, anything like flop movies that were projected, it was
Big
there.
events were in
Yeah,
there.
yes.
Yeah. And you could look back.
I wonder if it's going to have P. Diddy in there now.
I mean,
Oh, wow.
I would think it should. I mean, it was a big thing.
Yeah, I called it New Year's or yearbook papers is what I always called it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was like it didn't come out. I don't know why they did it. Really,
Yeah.
it was kind of a weird thing. I mean, I'm sure as we get older, we'll appreciate it. I don't know.
Do we know what 2025 is going to be the year of?
I don't know. I've been seeing things. I know what I'm feeling. I think it's the year of prosperity and change. But change and prosperity can come at a cost. So it's a lot. So,
Interesting.
but we would love to hear what y'all have to think and say
Yeah.
about it because that would be pretty awesome. So is there one New Year's that sticks out more than the others? Anybody?
New Year's Day in particular?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve in particular. There was one New Year's Eve that Eric and I went back up to Ohio and we spent it with his friends and family. And growing up, like I said, my family went to bed and I didn't really go to New Year's parties, but it was really cool to be surrounded by a bunch of people that were excited and getting ready for this new year and celebrating it all together. And I feel like there was a lot of camaraderie. There was, just a lot of laughs. We played games. We stayed up all night and just hung out. And I didn't really know, because I didn't grow up in Ohio and I didn't know his friends very much, because by the time Eric and I met, he was already in South Carolina. And it was really cool to spend time with people that you didn't really have a lot in common with, but you all found commonality and just being excited about what was to come. So that was definitely I think it was 2021, I want to say, which was a big year for me anyway, because that's the year that you and I started working together. So it was a cool way to start off that year.
I would say that would be a big year all around.
Yeah.
Did you ever have one?
No, but I'm kind of thinking, did we not have a gathering on a New Year's? Or am I thinking of a 4th of July?
4th of July.
Okay.
With the fireworks. Nobody could figure out how to set them up, and I was like, good golly. And I go over there, and I'm the,
Oh, there was one at a bar. That bar that's, like, going towards Banner Elk.
Yeah, Highway 19E.
I thought that was...
That was closer to 4th of July, too.
Okay.
2 years apart, or a year apart, each of them. I have one.
Yeah.
It's with my husband. So there's a local band called the Twang Bangers, and they're like my favorite band, local band. They're fun.
Shout out Twang Bangers.
Mm-hmm. The lead singer is originally from Roan Mountain, so that's cool. Because small town, whatever. Anyways, they played this bar in Johnson City, and I wanted to go and to get tickets. It was crazy expensive, and I think this was like our first New Year's together. And he said, "What are you going to do?" And I was like, "I really want to go to this, but it's like $60 a person, and that's just to get in,
My gosh.
because they only had VIP seats left."
Yeah.
And I was like, "So don't worry about it." He's like, "Where is it at?" And I told him, and he said, "Okay, booked." And I got booked just a room. So one of the reasons I didn't want to go is because he lived in Elizabeth, and I lived in Roan Mountain at the time. So that's 30 minutes away, and I didn't want to get drunk, and I have to get first of all, we didn't even have Ubers then. Okay, this has been a while back. And I didn't want to get a taxi that far out. So he just got a room so we could Uber. Mm-hmm. We had Ubers in Johnson City, but they didn't come out this far. Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
So we went. We had so much fun, and they had this amazing beer from Green Man. Was it Green Man? It's Lunatic Blonde. Wicked Weed beer.
Okay.
It's Wicked Weed 420.
Gotcha.
Wicked Weed Lunatic Blonde. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's the Green Man, like the paganist, or like the Druid Green Man's the sticker. Anyways, so we got a picture of that, and my husband doesn't dance in public, but he was like, "I'll dance." So we went dancing. It was so much fun. We had a blast. They actually do a lot of I got friends in low places. Garth Brooks, 90s music. I know that's weird. We were just talking about that too.
Interesting.
But so we had so much fun, and then I was like, man, we haven't drank that much beer. I did not realize it when I was on the dance floor. He said, "I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back. Just stay here." And I just kept dancing, doing my thing, and he ordered another pitcher and drank a glass out of that. So I thought, oh, we haven't drank that much. We ended up drinking and it's high gravity beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it hits you. So we were a lot more tipsy than I thought we were. Mm-hmm. So we went to the hotel, and it was not good. And my husband somehow turned into Spider-Man. Oh. And he wedged himself between the wall and the bed, so he was hovering above the floor.
What?
Stop. Because he was just trying to get up to go to the bathroom because he had to go. Like, I don't know if he was going to throw it, whatever. Anyways, and he wedged himself. And I was like, he's like, "I think I'm stuck." I was like, "Put a leg down."
Stop.
But it was so much fun. We had a blast that New Year. So, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
That would probably be one of them. In the more recent years, it's been pretty interesting. But if we have the kids, we watch the ball drop. I make a bunch of hors d'oeuvres. It's a mandatory. Everybody needs to take a nap in the middle of the day. Mm-hmm. And then even if you don't fall asleep for at least 30 minutes, you're going to lay down, turn the TV on, get a little rest so we can stay up till midnight. And then I make a bunch of hors d'oeuvres and buy a bunch of silly hats and noisemakers. And I usually start buying right around Christmas, like we'll wear shark hats. Like we just have a bucket of hats at that, like a container full of crazy hats. So we do all that, and then we just have all kinds of fun. You know, eat silly things. We'll play weird games, card games, stuff like that. We with the kids. When we don't have the kids, we usually watch like just crazy, stupid, funny stand-up comedians, or we'll go out and see music or whatever. So I can't wait for New Year. I think every New Year's there's new fun things to inhabit and to happen. And I hope everyone has a marvelous New Year's.
Yes.
And I hope they've had a wonderful holiday. But here's something I want to tell you guys. If you all ever need us or you want to talk to us, my name is Tessa Ray McKittrick on Facebook. I'd like to spell that and find me. But you can find us and get in contact with us on Some Say We're Gifted or Some Say I'm Gifted on Facebook, on Instagram, or email us at somesayimgifted@gmail.com. And yeah, reach out. We'd love to hear from you, or leave a comment, like, or a review, and all that fun stuff.
Absolutely. And happy 2025, everyone.
Absolutely. Oh,
Yep.
a toast.
Oh,
We got a
yes.
toast.
A toast is in order.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
We have sparkling drinks. We're not going to say what it is. Could it be champagne? Jace. Could it be juice? Jace. It could be anything.
We'll see.
So let's hold it up, ladies.
Yes.
Woo! And we toast to happiness, health, wealth, wisdom, knowledge, and love.
Woohoo.
Cheers.
New Year's. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's.
Happy New
To
Year.
y'all. Have a great one, and we will see you all soon.
Love y'all.